First of all, I would like to start that this presentation mainly focuses on parenting leave policies in Lithuania and how institutional design shapes social and gender inequalities. Coming to parental leave policy design in Lithuania, Lithuania parenting leave system is mainly regulated by the Labor Code of the Republic of Lithuania and the law on sickness and maternity social insurance. It includes maternity, paternity, and parental leave, all of which are financed through the social insurance system administered by Social Insurance Fund Board, SODRA. The system combines family-based entitlements with individual rights, including 2 non-transferable months per parent in line with the EU Work-Life Balance Directive. Maternity leave. Maternity leave lasts 18 weeks and provides income-related benefits, 77.58% of net earnings, based on the individual earnings in the last 12 months, no upper limit of payment. Also, payments are taxed, importantly, the system includes pension credits, ensuring continuity of social insurance rights. This reflects a strong social insurance logic, but also ties eligibility to prior employment, potentially excluding more vulnerable women. Paternity leave was introduced 20 years ago in 2006, and it lasts 1 month within the 3 months immediately following childbirth. Paternity leave provides the same replacement rules as for maternity leave, and the idea of introduction of paternity leave in Lithuania came around strengthening of paternity leave rights and also linked to EU-level gender equality objectives. However, despite formal rights, uptake remains limited due to workplace cultures, traditional gender norms, and financial consideration. Coming to more recent reforms and parenting leave policy in Lithuania since January 2023, the slide presents the key changes in parental leave benefits introduced in Lithuania since 2023, reflecting the implementation of the EU Work-Life Balance Directive. First, the reform introduced 2 alternative benefit schemes, allowing families to choose between a shorter, more generous option or a longer, less generous one. Specifically, parents can receive 77.33% of net earnings until the child is 18 months old, or opt for a 2-stage benefit, 55 until 12 months and 38.67 until 24 months of age. Second, very important structural change is the introduction of 2 non-transferable months for each parent, often referred to use it or lose it quotas. These are designed, first of all, to encourage fathers' participation in childcare and to promote a more equal division of care responsibilities. Importantly, these months are compensated at 100% of previous earning, thereby strengthening their financial incentive to take up. Third, the reform also increases flexibility in leave use, as these non-transferable months can be taken either continuously or in separate periods, and parents can alternate their leave. However, both parents cannot take specific months at the same time, which ensures individual use rather than simultaneous withdrawal from the labor market. Overall, these changes signal a gradual shift from a very traditional gender leave model towards dual earner, dual care model. although the actual impact will depend on take-up rates, particularly among the fathers. Eligibility. Eligibility it's a very important point, and eligibility is based on the contribution and contribution-based criteria under the law on sickness and maternity social insurance. Individual must have sufficient social insurance records to qualify. As a result, an employed person and those with unstable employment histories are excluded. Additionally, same-sex couples are not fully recognized in the system, highlighting institutional gaps in inclusivity. For maternity leave, eligibility is 12 months of social insurance contribution during the last 24 months. For paternity leave is at least 6 months of social insurance contributions during the last 24 months. Also, grandparents are eligible for parental leave benefit if they have paid social insurance taxes for at least 12 months during the last 24 months, but grandparents cannot use 2 non-transferable months. Same-sex couples are not eligible, and unemployed parents are not eligible. About take-up rates. If you look at from more longer perspective about take-up rates, we can observe that despite policy changes, women remain the primary users of parenting leaves. This reflects both institutional incentive and cultural norms, and long career interruptions are associated with lower wages, slower career progression, and reduced pension accumulation, reinforcing structural gender inequalities. As we can see from this picture, women are primarily users of parenting leave, but men involvement is also increasing in some periods. Also, it's very important to show that there is a general decline in numbers of parenting leave recipients in Lithuania. For example, decreasing from 44,000 in 2009 and 10 to approximately 20,500 in 25. And this, first of all, reflects demographic changes as declining birth rates, possible and of course possible shift in parental leave designs. And coming to the final slides and parenting leave policy in Lithuania and gender equalities, it's important to note that Lithuania offers one of the longest and relatively generous parenting leave schemes in the EU, regulated through a strong social insurance framework. And however, inequalities persist due to restricted access for those outside the labor market, gender patterns of leave use, and limited inclusiveness of certain family norms. Future policy developments should focus on balancing generosity and inclusivity and improving data, especially administrative data use for evidence-based policy making. Thank you very much.